Christopher James, and I'm from the Dreaming Space Academy. And who are you?
My name's Allura and
How old are you?
I'm 9 and we're going to do some acting.
This month we're going to focus on incredible acting skills. We're going to use techniques like Rudolf Laban, Stanislavski, and a whole lot of other amazing techniques that are going to help us out to be able to create our sense of presence and our sense of stage awareness, our voice, and also our physical techniques on stage. I've studied acting at university about 20 years ago and absolutely loved it. Stage and theatre is an incredible opportunity in order to be able to be able to get a message to the world, and also to be able to do music, dance, to become a triple threat, or possibly to do more dramatic arts of different types as well. There are many opportunities in film, television, also stage, in theatre, but this month we're going to focus on a couple of techniques that are going to get us started, aren't we, Lily? Yeah.
Yep.
So the first technique we're going to focus on is Rudolf Laban. Now, Rudolf Laban lived in Europe, and he travelled around, and he noticed that when he was trying to teach dancers how to move, he needed a language, a way to be able to communicate, move this way or move that way. And it was more about being. And he came up with this thing called the 8 effort actions. And I wrote about that in my book. So here's my book, Teaching Presence, Creating Space for Accelerated Learning Using Stage Techniques. And that amazing stage technique is Rudolf Laban. There's this thing called the 8 effort actions cube. All right, Lily? But in order to get this and understand this, we're going to start with one of these effort actions that looks at being press, sustained, and direct, which is a punch, okay? So can you do a punch? That's it, a punch, okay? But let's go slowly, okay? So press, drain, that's it, nice. So a punch is fast and direct. So let's do a punch, okay? Now, there's a sentence that we can start as a little improvisation together, and it's called, how dare you? Okay, so can you say how dare you to me?
How dare you?
Very nice, and that was a punch, wasn't it? The way that you said that. So this time, when you say how dare you, can you punch it at me? How dare you? Yeah, punch it.
How dare you?
That's nice, okay. Now, we're going to use the same point and say how dare you to a slow and light way, okay? Which is like a ring. So indirect, slow and light, okay? Indirect is ring. Can you ring as if you've got a wet sponge and you're going to wring something out, okay? So ring it out, go ring, 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 right? You're ringing, you're making all the juice go everywhere, all the dirty water go everywhere, and you're pulling it. Now this time, can you say how dare you again, but say how dare you, right?
Okay.
So you're pressing and you're ringing at the same time. Right? And it's the same sentence, but you're doing it as, how dare you? Yeah.
How dare you?
Very nice. How dare you? Right? And then this time we're going to do what's called a flick, okay, which is light and indirect. Flick. How dare you? It's like really light, okay? Light up in the air, and it's, how dare you? That's a flick. You know, flick it away. How dare you?
How dare you?
Nice. Now we're going to focus on press, okay? So there's 3. There's a press, or the punch. Then there was a ring, and then there was a flick, okay? That's 3 of the 8s. So let's just focus on those 3 for a moment to begin our process of using the acting technique that Rudolf Laban trained thousands of actors across Europe with. All right? So here we go. So what are you going to say? Let's focus on the punch. How dare you? And then continue the sentence in an improvisation. Improvisation is fantastic for speeding our mind up, for preparing us for stage, and also for getting us ready to think on the spot if we forget our words. Okay, so we're going to make it up. I know you don't know the words, that's fine. Let's just make it up. For example, like, how dare you steal my cookies? They were there for 3 days and I thought that I could just leave them there without them being stolen by someone. What have you got to say to yourself? So that's a sentence that I'm continuing. I've got a sentence starter, and in acting, and particular acting games, we use sentence starters like a lot, all right? So we're going to use a sentence starter as how dare you, okay? How dare you steal something? How dare you look at me like that? Because how dare you is an instantly emotional response. It'll quickly, Lulu, it'll quickly get a really fast and incredible emotional response from people, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so how dare you with a punch, okay? And then continue the sentence. Have you got something in mind?
No.
Let's just make it up, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to keep the conversation going. So if you're at home with someone, you can ask someone to play this game with you. It's called the How Dare You game, all right? And you can choose which Laban effort action to do it from. I'll send you the 8 effort action Labans, and I'll send some information about how it all works. And you can also do your own research on Rudolf Laban as well. It's pretty incredible stuff. So, and it instantly gets us on stage, it gets us speaking, it gets us being the character, it gets us being the emotional state. Takes us to a whole lot of different emotional states very, very quickly. All right, you ready? You got your script?
No.
That's the best thing of improvisation. There's no script. You're just gonna make it up, okay, from your feeling. Okay, ready? You go, how dare you? And then I'll say something, and we'll be characters. Yeah.
Okay. How dare you?
How dare I what? What are you talking about? How dare I what?
How dare you look at me like that?
What do you mean look at you like that? I'm not looking at you in any strange way. I'm just looking at you the way that I want to look at you. Thank you very much. Don't you cross your arms at me. How dare you wear my jumper? I mean, I've had that jumper for 2 years and look at you, you're wearing it. In fact, you've shrunk it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Because I used to wear that jumper all the time and you've completely shrunk it down. So what are you going to do? Can I have my jumper back, please?
No.
Why not?
Because it's too nice to give back.
I know it's really cozy and really warm, but I think that I deserve that jumper more than you.
How dare you?
How dare I what?
Talk at me like that.
Talk at you like that? I'm not talking at you like anything at all other than how dare you say how dare you to me?
How dare you steal my cookies last night?
They were delicious. I didn't steal them. I just nibbled a couple of them, tried them out, and it was actually pretty tasty.
Well, I left them there and I
It's
thought...
incredible. Let's have a go now at using how dare you for a little short improvisation. And then that'll be it for today to start you off. Find someone, say how dare you, and start using the punch mentality with it. And here's a little example of how we're going to use how dare you as a sentence starter, and then we're going to continue from then on, okay? So, off you go, Lou.
How dare you look at me like that?
What do you mean? I'm not looking at you like anything at all, other than I'm feeling frustrated that you're looking at me like that.
Well, this is what I look.
What do you mean that's the way you look and cross your arms at me? How dare you give me that attitude and that feeling of frustration and that annoyance? I mean, how dare you be who you are?
How dare you just talk to me like that?
Well, I'm not happy with this conversation and I'm not happy with you at the moment because I know that you stole my jumper.
No, I didn't.
Well, that's my jumper. Why are you wearing it? You can't just wear my clothes like that. How dare you treat me like a miserable sod?
How dare you talk to me like that?
Well, I know that you are absolutely annoying me.
How dare you? How dare you? Dare me?
That's it. It's just like that. It's just playing. It's just a game.
Outside.
But isn't it amazing that instantly it gets us into the rhythm, it gets us into the power, it gets us into the feeling, it gets us into the anger. It's interesting when we're doing this that we're going to start to smile. So we might be in the moment and you might feel yourself, observe yourself. That's you turning into some sort of character. Now, we're not playing any character at all other than an accentuation of yourself. And that's where we want to start. That is day 1 here at acting training with the Rudolf Laban technique. We're going to see if we can do something a little bit every day for 30 days and see if we can expand on our acting skills. Give it a go. Research Rudolf Laban this week. We'll be working a bit more on the other actions. Just focus on punch for the moment. Really get that punch. Let's try a different sentence. For example, Lulu, the sentence with a punch is that is mine. Okay, that is mine. So we punch when we're saying that is mine. All right. So I might have something in my hand, like a pencil, as you can see here. It's a very nice pencil, and then you're going to punch and snatch at the same time. Ready? And say that is mine. Ready?
That is mine.
No, it's not. It's mine.
No, it's mine.
It's mine.
It's mine.
It's mine.
It's mine.
It's mine. I want it. I have it. I want it for myself. Great.
Mine.
Okay, so that is mine is a very powerful, straight off, punchy sort of sentence. Maybe you can tell me 3 other different sentences or different words that are very punchy as well. Okay, like help or how or I can't do it, right? Or anything like that that's a short little sentence that helps you become emotional, all right? Instantly an emotional reaction. Enjoy playing with what you can do with all of that.